Good morning, 5th grade. It is just about time for ELA West. We're going to jump right into some contractions with not. We're going to go over the answers to practice A and B. You're going to get the directions for practice C and D. And we're going to keep on moving with this routine that we are becoming experts at. Now, as we go over the answers, I'm pretty sure you guys have them all 100% right. And I'm also certain that there are plenty of people in your home that you could check in with and make sure you've got them 100% right. So as we go through, I'm going to go nice and quick through those answers to make sure you're following along. I also want to suggest a challenge for those of you who are like, these contractions are a little bit easy. My challenge to you is that I would love to hear a rap, see a beat, or for you to create a video that is you finding a way to remember these contractions while also exercising your amazing creativity and really showing your expertise. So as we go through, I'm just going to go quickly through the answers. Just keep in mind that challenge. If you've got a beat that you're thinking of, if you've got a rhyme that you're creating, if you have a mnemonic device that you want to work on, I invite you to share that with me. I would love to hear your creativity and see from you how you're practicing this knowledge. Here we are on page 120, practice A. Had not, hadn't. Were not, weren't. I invite you to say that contraction along with me as you're checking your answers. Now that you're building up your confidence, you see you're getting them right, let's join in together. Did not, didn't. Could not, couldn't. Will not, cannot, must not, mustn't, are not, aren't, does not, doesn't, have not. Excellent job. Now, I can say excellent job even though I can't hear you giving me the answers because I know from where I'm sitting here, knowing your amazing, beautiful brains and how hard you work and how well you listen, I am 100% sure you have those answers right. Let's go ahead and continue working on page 121. It is not over till it's over becomes it isn't over till it's over. You have not seen anything yet becomes you haven't seen anything yet. We will not be undersold. We won't be undersold. There are not any easy answers. There aren't any easy answers. We could not see the forest for the trees. We couldn't see the forest for the trees. Do not give up the ship. Don't give up the ship. That does not ring a bell becomes that doesn't ring a bell. You must not say such things becomes you mustn't say such things. Would not that be nice becomes wouldn't that be nice. I did not say a word. I didn't say a word. It has not been easy becomes it hasn't been easy. They were not so great becomes they weren't so great. Should not we do something becomes shouldn't we do something? That was not my cup of tea becomes that wasn't my cup of tea. Like peas, those aren't my cup of tea. You cannot get there from here becomes you can't get there from here. Notice that as we go through, these contractions don't change the meaning of the phrase. In some cases, they make it a little bit more recognizable and familiar to us, like, shouldn't we do something? I wouldn't have recognized it with should not, but it definitely makes more sense with that contraction. So keep that in mind as we move on through practice C and D. Really watch out for those places where it doesn't make sense yet. Try it with a contraction and that might help. So we're looking today at practice C and D, which is page 122 and 123 of those blue books. We're pretty familiar with our practice C, working on correcting those mistakes. Remember that you've got that blue box up in the top corner to help remind you of those strategies. And then you've got the table on page 120 to help remind you of what those contractions look like. So as you go forward, finishing up practice C, correcting those 9 mistakes in practice C, and then write some sayings of your own that give a piece of advice. Now, for practice D, that's going to be totally on your own. So just be careful to use those contractions, and you can create advice sayings that are funny, advice sayings that are serious, whatever you want to do. So I hope you guys have fun creating those sayings with contractions, and I can't wait to hopefully hear some raps, rhymes, or beats that share how to come up with those contractions. I miss you guys, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.